For more than 20 years, a killer walked the streets of South Central Los Angeles, undetected, unchecked, and largely ignored. His victims vanished one by one, their names rarely making headlines. This is not just the story of a serial killer. This is the story of a system that looked away. They would later call him the Grim Sleeper, because while he paused, the city slept. South Central Los Angeles in the 1980s and 90s was a community battling poverty, drugs, and systemic neglect. Violence was common, but so was resilience. What wasn't common was attention from those sworn to protect it. Many women living here existed at the margins of society. Some struggled with addiction. Some turned to sex work to survive. And when they disappeared, their absence barely registered. Between the mid-1980s and early 2000s, women began turning up dead across South Central Los Angeles. Their bodies were discovered in alleys, dumpsters, and vacant lots. At least 10 women were confirmed murdered. Investigators believe the real number could be much higher. The killer often approached his victims with promises, money, drugs, a ride. What followed was violence. What followed was silence. And then, the murders stopped. Years passed. No arrests. No answers. Then suddenly, another body appeared. Investigators noticed a chilling pattern, long gaps between killings. Months. Years. Sometimes nearly a decade. The media coined a name that would echo through true crime history. A killer who slept, while the city forgot. Families reported daughters, sisters, and mothers missing, only to be dismissed. Police resources were scarce. Urgency was lacking. And underlying it all were uncomfortable truths about race, class, and whose lives were prioritized. On-screen text. Would this have been handled differently in another neighborhood? DNA evidence existed early on, but technology and willpower lagged behind. Years passed before investigators turned to a powerful but controversial tool, familial DNA. In 2010, a match emerged, not to the killer, but to his son. The name that followed would end a decades-long mystery. Lonnie David Franklin Jr. was arrested in July 2010. Neighbors were stunned. To many, he was just another face on the block. To investigators, he was finally the man behind years of unanswered deaths. In 2016, Franklin was convicted of multiple counts of murder and attempted murder. He was sentenced to death. In 2020, before that sentence could be carried out, Lonnie David Franklin Jr. died in prison. But for many families, justice still felt incomplete. Tales of the Grim Sleeper refuses to let the story end with the killer. It centers the voices of those who suffered in silence. Mothers who never stopped searching. Communities that learned they were on their own. Unlike many true crime stories, this documentary does not glorify violence. It asks us to look beyond the killer, and toward the systems that allowed him to exist unnoticed. It challenges us to reconsider whose stories get told, and whose are buried. The Grim Sleeper is gone. But the questions remain. How many warnings were missed? How many voices were ignored? And how do we make sure this never happens again? If this story moved you, share it. Speak the names of the victims. Demand accountability. And if you believe stories like this matter, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And join the conversation below. Because behind every crime scene, there are lives that deserve to be remembered. If this story stayed with you, don't let it end here. Behind every case we cover are real people, and real lives that deserve to be protected. Subscribing to this channel helps keep these stories alive, the victims remembered, and the systems questioned. If you believe forgotten voices matter, subscribe now. If this documentary made you think, like the video. And if you have something to say, leave a comment below. Your voice is part of the conversation. New in-depth true crime documentaries are released regularly. Join the community. Stay curious. Stay aware.